On this video, I will explain what is a while loop and I will show you how to write the code in Java. If this is the first time we meet, my name is Felix and welcome to my channel, Felix the Dev. And I'm a software developer, computer programming teacher, and coach. I have a bachelor's degree in computer science, and my passion is to help people like you learn how to code and computer science students complete their degrees. So if you would like videos like this one to help you in your journey learning how to code as a computer science student, then click on that subscribe button so you don't miss a video. Also click on the little bell icon so you'll be notified when I upload. So what is a while loop? It is known as a control structure, and what that means is that it guides the flow of the program, and it has two parts essentially. And the first part is known as the condition, or as also called a Boolean expression, which is the first part right here. And the second part of the while loop is the block of statements, or it can be one statement or a group of statements, and that's the second part of the while loop, which is a statement or group of statements. And the while loop, it works as follows. When the condition here is true, then it will repeat and run the code until the condition is false. So essentially what's going to happen is whenever the condition right here is met, this loop is going to repeat itself. So if it's true, it will repeat, it will repeat, it will repeat. And each repetition is known as an iteration. That's like the formal name. So, and you will have a set of statements here that will be executed, or they will run on each repetition. And when the condition is false, it will break out of the loop. And something very important about while loops is that they're known as pre-test loops, and it's because it tests first the condition before each repetition. So first it checks the condition on top, this one right here, and then it repeats the code. So that's why it's known as a pre-test loop. And now we're going to write the code of an example in Java. For that we jump to Eclipse, click on right click, then new class, we go and type the class name, which is while, select the public static void main. And also we did this on the videos of if-else statements in Java and for loops in Java. I have a video for each topic, which I'm going to put the info card so you can check out if you're interested. And click on finish, and we're good to go. The thing that we're going to do is that we're going to declare a variable, and we're going to call it counter, and we're going to initialize it to 1. Now the second thing that we're going to do is that we're going to type the word while, and this is how you type type the word while in Java. So because it's a reserved keyword, so you can't type it like this. So Eclipse tells us it's right because it's in purple. So okay, now the second thing that we're going to type is the second thing that we're going to do is, so it's going to be counter less or equal to 10, which is our condition. And this variable right here, counter, that we initialize to 1, is known as a loop control variable. And it's known as a loop control variable because it's going to be in charge of controlling the number of iterations that this loop is going to execute. It's going to run. So that's why it's called the loop control variable. And the next thing that we're going to type in is a message, and it's going to say iteration number, and then we're going to display the value of counter up to that point. And the next thing that we're going to type is counter plus plus, and this is going to add 1 to counter. On each iteration it will add 1. So we'll go ahead and run this code. go. There you go. And as you see, we started with iteration number 1, and it displayed the value of counter. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, until 10. And what happened here was that counter variable started at 1, and the condition evaluated the first time. It said, is 1 less or equal to 10? And that's true. So it went ahead and printed out the statement and added 1 to counter. So now counter is going to be 2. And on the next iteration is 2 less or equal to 10, and that's true. So it went again and it displayed the message and it added counter, 1 to counter, so it's going to be 3. And it kept going those iterations and those repetitions until this condition right here is false. So, and I have a question for you guys. What is the last value of counter after it broke out of the loop? I want you to go ahead and type your answer on the comments. So what is the last value of counter after it broke out of the loop? So when this condition was false, what was the last value of counter? Is it 10? I don't know, so I'm doing this on purpose to see if you're following the concept and the explanation. So type in your answer below and see if you got it right. And the next thing I want to show you guys is that if we remove counter plus plus, something is going to happen, and you'll see why. Okay, so as you see, the loop is not stopping. It's repeating, and this is known as an infinite loop. And what's happening here is that since 1 is always going to be less or equal to 10, then the loop is not going to stop, because this condition will always be true. That's why this loop control variable is so important, because it controls how many repetitions and the flow of the loop, so it's very important. So that's why it doesn't stop, because this condition is always true. You know, always 1 is going to be less or equal to 10. So it's going to be less, so that's why it doesn't stop. So we stop the loop right there. Let's clear it. Okay. Now the next thing I want to show you guys is that we can go ahead and, like I explained on the board, we can only have one statement if we desire. So if I remove the braces, since we only have one statement, then Eclipse will say this is correct. So this is an alternative. If you only have one statement in your block, you can remove the curly braces. Otherwise, if you have more than one statement, like we had before, when we had the counter plus plus, then we do need the curly braces, because if not, the statement is going to be counted outside the loop. So if we remove this, it's not going to be part of the loop. So I wanted to show you guys. And if we run this, as we have it right now, and as you'll see, we have that is still the infinite loop. But I just wanted to show you guys that we can go ahead and remove the curly braces and only use one statement if you want to, and if needed. So guys, the opportunity of the week for this video is going to be the After College Engineering and Technology Student Scholarship. The price is $500. The deadline is going to be September 30th, 2019 of this year. And the links in the description if you would like to apply and for more information on how to apply and on the requirements. This video was not sponsored by After College, and the company that is the company that hosts this scholarship program. Just an opportunity came my way. I want to share with you guys, since I have a lot of college students watching my videos, and this may help you guys. You never know, if you win the scholarship, you can pay your tuition and your degree with this scholarship. So I want to share with you guys. So link is on the description. And if you like this video, click on that thumbs up button. Also share this video with a friend, and click on that subscribe button so you don't miss a video, because I upload videos every week that may help you as a computer science student or someone learning how to code. And if you would like to support the channel, check out the Ko-fi page I'm going to put on the screen. And I thank you for the support. I appreciate it. And also, if you would like a book to use while you're learning Java, then I have a book recommendation. It's called Starting Out with Java by Tony Gaddis. I'm going to put the full title on the description. And this book, I like it because it divides the concepts by sections and by subsections. So it's a good reference. I've used it and it's good in my opinion. So I wanted to recommend it with you guys, and I'll put the link on the description on how you can purchase it. If you do, with the link, it's an affiliate link, so it's going to help support the channel with no extra cost to you, and I'll thank you as well, and I appreciate it. So I will see you in the next video, guys. Have a great rest of your week. Take care.